Welcome to Nut Wars 5, and here's your host, the only seafaring captain in history to go to Specsavers, Captain Four-Eyed Joe.
What are these here boxes doing here? What we got here? We got a box. We got another box. We got more boxes. What am I even doing here in the first place? I should be on the high seas.
You're supposed to be doing Nut Wars.
Why will I be doing that? That sounds dumb.
We'll give you booty.
Ooh, booty. Right. You're welcome, everybody, you landlubbers, to Nut Wars 5, Nut Wars the 5th. My name is Captain Four-Eyed Joe. You can call me Captain Four-Eyed Joe. I was the one who slain Blackbeard, because his beard was too long. Way too long. You want to know how I did it? I did it with this saber right here. All in the saber. I lost the handle in the fight. But it was good. We drank well tonight. We drank well that night too. This episode of Nut Wars, as you can probably tell, is sponsored by good old Captain Morgans. He's not as good a captain as me, but still. Yeah, he'll be second best. He'll be Milwaukee, because I am the only captain we got here. Not as good as what I would usually do. So the reason I'm drinking water out of a tankard, the reason is simple. I went to the doctors last week and apparently I have gout, so I got to stay away from the stuff for a little bit. Which is a bit of a shame, but it's fine. It's not fine, to be honest, it's not fine. It'll never be fine again. I am missing out on me drinking game. Me drinking game's going down as fast as the Titanic did over 100 years ago. I am going off topic a bit, aren't I? I'm a little drunk already. Welcome to Nut Wars 5. Let's go to the Nutcracker himself. The Nutcracker, suggested by the only commenter from last year's Nut Wars, Roscoe Whitey. We have, finally, I hope you enjoy him, a Masterath.
Oh, bollocks.
Masterath. Why didn't you turn up in your old box thingy?
Yes, hello, Four-Eyed Joe. How are you doing today?
Yes, well, I'm doing okay. I was just telling the viewers about my ills.
Yeah, I heard about that. Is that contagious? Do you need ointment?
Yes, it is. I've been rubbing ointment on my genitals for the last 4 months, but that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about me gout.
Oh, my mistake.
Well, you're not getting any booty, but from the look of you, you haven't had any booty in 3 years. Anyway, let's get into Nut Wars, shall we? With the first round.
Hang on. Before we get into Nut Wars, I just want to say one thing, okay? To our editor, future me, what the hell? What? Look! It's November! There's a cat and everything! I did the bloody intro 8 months ago! How has it taken you this long? Are you a lazy little shit or what? You are just so lazy. What the hell have you been doing all this year? We could have had this done earlier, a lot earlier, and probably had it be a lot better. But no, of course not. You had to sit on your fat ass and do nothing. And do you know what? Let's just get into Nut Wars, shall we?
Ooh, my Long John Silver's dirty minge. You have done. You have finished. Good. Before we get into the first round of Nut Wars, I would like to introduce our commentator, the future Masterath, who's probably pretty pissed off at the past Masterath.
Nah, he's totally right. I'm sorry.
Or maybe he's not. Let's get into Nut Wars, shall we? Round 1.
Well, that wasn't very nice of them. Balls to them if they think I'm coming back next year. Anyway, 8 nuts, 1 winner, Nut Wars 5. Here's round 1. We have newcomers Nutshot taking on the current reigning champions, Fat Nut the 4th. The return of Nutheart. Nutheart Rebirth, seed number 2, takes on Sloth Nut. A shocking return for Roll the Nut 2 as they take on Nut Buddy. And 2 newcomers, CITRON Nut takes on NUTSPERATU.
From Tela, Honduras, Nutshot.
Well, here's a competitor that definitely looks like it's been shot in the nuts. It's an average nut in size and weight, but has bullets inside of it. Wonder if that'll help it.
From Nutley America and reigning champion, Fat Nut the 4th.
And here comes the champion, competing in his record-breaking 5th Nut Wars series. Fat Nut the 4th defeated Nutheart last year to become Nut Wars champion, but has fallen at the first stage twice to much smaller opponents.
3, 2, 1, Cracktivate.
Masterath getting ready for the first of the new Nut Wars. Oh, there's some cracks there! Straight away, very quickly. Oh, come on! Fat Nut the 4th is out already! Defeated by Nutshot. Out in the first round, that's got to go down as one of the worst championship defenses in Nut Wars history. Apart from Lendon Nut, because he never came back. Ha! Anyway, it's now time for our second match of round 2. Seed number 2, Nutheart Rebirth, takes on Sloth Nut.
From Falkirk, Scotland, and seeded number 2, Nutheart Rebirth.
The 2015 Nut Wars winner is back, with a bigger nut this time. Has a current 5-1 record, and it's going to be more powered up, because I found some blue marker. Hope you enjoy, Scots.
From Quepos, Costa Rica, Sloth Nut.
Well, here is probably the laziest nut you've ever seen. It's average in size, average in weight. For some reason it looks like a cat, even though it's supposed to be a sloth, and it's incredibly docile. I wonder how docile it's going to be when it's cracked in half.
3, 2, 1, Cracktivate.
A victory for Nutheart Rebirth here will break the record for the most amount of wins in Nut Wars history. How have they done it? No, not yet. There's still some life left in Sloth Nut. I don't think there is now. No, a convincing win for Nutheart Rebirth. 6 wins now. And with that victory, Nutheart breaks the Bulls Bollocks record. That's its 6th victory. Nutheart Rebirth makes it through to its 3rd consecutive round 2. Let's go to our next match. Newcomers Nut Buddy versus a nut that we haven't seen for 2 years. Roll the Nut 2.
From Las Vegas in America, Roll the Nut 2.
Well, I don't think anyone was expecting for Roll the Nut to come back. Finished rock bottom in the 2015 Nut Wars series. Has an 0-1 record, but the nut is extremely dense. Could be one to watch this.
From Levkas, Greece, Nut Buddy.
Oh, what an adorable little nut this is. It looks like a budding tulip. It's the smallest nut in Nut Wars 5. Its weight is pretty basic as well. Let's just hope that it's stronger than the flower it's based on.
3, 2, 1, Cracktivate.
This is the question here, does size actually matter? Ooh, there's some cracks. Apparently it does. Well, at least Roll the Nut 2 now has a 1-1 record. Roll the Nut 2 makes it through to its first second round ever. Who will join Nutshot, Nutheart Rebirth, and Roll the Nut 2 and claim the final spot in round 2? Will it be CITRON Nut or NUTSPERATU? 2 newcomers here.
From Rome, Italy, CITRON Nut.
You like your greens? You like your citrus? This nut is the best of both worlds. With its medium size and healthy body. Just don't suck on it or your lips will shrivel up.
From Transylvania, Romania, NUTSPERATU.
Well, here's a nut that's all about the dark side. Sadly, this is being filmed in the afternoon. I sure hope that doesn't hamper its progress. A medium-sized walnut, which is ironic for being light in weight.
3, 2, 1, Cracktivate.
So healthy versus incredibly unhealthy here. Oh, there's a lot of cracks with that one. Someone's got to be out, and it looks like it's CITRON Nut. It is NUTSPERATU the winner. And with NUTSPERATU's victory, we have our full round 2 lineup. NUTSPERATU will join Roll the Nut 2, Nutheart Rebirth, and Nutshot in the second round. And while we do the second round draw, let's go back up to the captain.
I will always miss you, Ram. Anyway, it's time for round 2. We have 4 nuts already defeated, and both of the ones that we're supposed to do well have not. That just proves that age always decays. Apart from me, obviously, because I am a seafaring pirate. We battle until our later years, and we become the greatest pirate. Maybe one day someone will be as great as pirate as I. Probably not. But still, it's time for round 2. Heh, 2.
Honestly, Joe, the number 2 is not that funny. Speaking of 2, it's time for round 2, and the draw is as follows. The only seed left in the tournament, runner-up last year, Nutheart Rebirth will battle Nutshot, and Roll the Nut 2 takes on NUTSPERATU. But first, Nutheart Rebirth versus Nutshot.
3, 2, 1, Cracktivate.
With previous experience, you gotta say that Nutheart's the favourite here. But, oh, maybe not.
God, it's a tough one. Finally, the first 4 were pretty easy.
So's your wife called me a fat ass.
Let's try again.
Yeah, you try again. There's the cracks. Shame you didn't do it first time. Oh, Nutshot wins 1 upset. So this year's going just like the other years. We are going to be crowning a new Nut Wars champion. Nutheart has been eliminated in the second round for the first time ever. Nutshot goes through the finals, but who will join them? Will it be Roll the Nut 2 or NUTSPERATU?
3, 2, 1, Cracktivate.
Gambling versus pure evil. Who is going to win? There's some cracks right there. And, oh, NUTSPERATU is gone! Roll the Nut wins! Well, I guess if you make a deal with the devil, you can gamble on luck. NUTSPERATU out in round 2 of Nut Wars 5, leaving Roll the Nut 2 in the grand finals alongside Nutshot. Before we get to that match, I think 4-Eyed Joe's finished his drink.
Yar! It is now time for the finals. It's getting serious now. It's getting incredibly serious. We have 2 nuts remaining. Just 2. And 1 will be the champion. So who will board the other person's vessel and make them walk the plank? It's time for the finals.
Okay, Joe, enough of the sea-based puns, please. Nut Wars has nothing to do with water. Anyway, the grand final of the 5th Nut Wars. It's Nutshot versus Roll the Nut 2. The winner goes down in infamy as Nut Wars champion. Who's it gonna be?
3, 2, 1, Cracktivate.
Nutshot, Roll the Nut 2. Which one will be Nut Wars 5 champion? Yes, you get ready. Crack him! Crack him! There's the crack! Who's the winner? Who's the winner? We got the winner! It's Roll the Nut 2! What a win for them! And Roll the Nut has done it! Went away for 2 years, came back, and has dominated and captured the Nut Wars Championship. Your winner of Nut Wars 5 is Roll the Nut 2. Let's go back to Captain 4-Eyed Joe.
Well, we have our winner in Roll the Nut 2. I was not expecting for Roll the Nut 2 to win. Masterath, how about you? How do you feel?
Well, that was really out of the ordinary, I gotta say. I was not expecting Roll the Nut 2 to go on and win it. Very good Nut Wars. Roll the Nut 2, until it starts decaying to buggery, is going to be a difficult nut to defeat. But yeah, very happy with this year's Nut Wars. Hope you've all enjoyed it, and we will see you next time for Nut Wars 6.
Oi, you lily-livered bastard! That's my line! I'm the host, you're the cracker. You're not a very good cracker as it is. You messed up once. I hope you've enjoyed Nut Wars 5. I'm going to get me booty now, and then I'm going to have some beer. Maybe some rum. Ooh, rum. And then I get some more booty. And more booty. And then probably a little less booty. Because that's how I contracted the... Never mind. I hope you've enjoyed Nut Wars 5. I've been your captain, 4-Eyed Joe. And we'll see you next year for more Nut Wars. Remember to stay tuned to vote on the presenter for Nut Wars 6. See ya next time.
Now here's your chance to vote on what presenter you'd like for Nut Wars 6. Would you like the pillow guy from Bristol? Would you like Utensil Man? Or would you like Captain Four-Eyed Joe? Place your votes in the top right of the video. Voting closes when I bloody feel like it. And thank you for watching Nut Wars.